大家好，我是何冰老师，欢迎来到高级华语班。Thank you so much. Hello everyone. I'm Sir Kenneth Forio, and welcome back to Advanced Foreign Language in Mandarin. Okay, so welcome everyone to our students of the Georgie Ilagan International Schools, and we're looking forward to learning something again today for our asynchronous session. Okay, so for this asynchronous session, we will talk about Chinese writing skills. Okay, so sit back and relax, everyone, as we learn all about some facts about how to write in Chinese. No, not just Mandarin Chinese. All characters, all dialects of Mandarin all dialects of Mandarin, all the languages under the Semitic languages, no, the Chinese languages, all use the same characters, diba? So let's learn all about Chinese writing skills. Okay. So for those who are watching us in the evening, 大家晚安. And for those who are watching us in the morning, 大家早安. And for those who are watching us in the afternoon, 大家午安. Okay. Chinese writing, 写汉字. No? So in this asynchronous video, I'm going to show you how to write Chinese characters. So for the past few months, since we had learned basic foreign language in Mandarin, and then we are now in advanced foreign language in Mandarin, you have seen all of these characters I show on the slides. But now, and this time, I want you to write in Chinese characters. Learn how to write these characters that I have been showing you for so long. All right, so now I'm gonna show you some objectives now. No, identify methods in Chinese writing. That's the one goal we'll be achieving for this particular lesson for this video. No, so let's move forward and let's talk about Chinese characters or Hanzi. No, what is Chinese? What are Chinese characters? No, but before that, I'm gonna show you this big map of China, mainland China. No, it has expanded into this for the past 2 to 3 thousand years. No, and as we can see, we can observe how China developed into this particular nation. They all are unified because of one language and one particular writing system. So just some facts about China. Beijing is the capital, no, with a population of around 11 million. Shanghai, with a population of 15 million. Shenzhen, population of 12 million. Guangzhou, population of 7 million. And Xianggang or Hong Kong, population 7 million. So, what is the form of government in the People's Republic of China, as we are showing to you, the mainland China? It's a socialist republic ruled by a single party, the Communist Party of China. And the official language is Mandarin, no? A tonal language in the Sino-Tibetan language family. And China has the largest population of any country on earth with more than 1.35 billion people. That's a lot of people. For the past 25 years, China has been the fastest growing major economy in the world. And since the 1970s, with the reforms of Deng Xiaoping, the PRC has made its economy into a capitalist powerhouse, well, with a slight characteristic of socialism. Now, so as we can see how China grew into this very prosperous nation, you should observe how the culture, how its history has shaped the the country into what it is today. So let's have some facts, no? 你知道吗? That Chinese written symbols, as we have seen throughout our learning of Mandarin Chinese, these are called characters or hanzi or characters of the Han. No? So what are these Chinese characters? So Chinese characters have dated back almost 5,000 years ago, carved by the ancients of the Shang dynasty. This person named Changxie, born circa 2650 BCE. The official history of Huangdi, the Yellow Emperor, is known to have invented the earliest form of written characters, as we will show you later. So Changjie is attributed to the creation of Chinese characters. So how did Chinese characters evolve? The earliest forms of Chinese characters are pictographs, but only a couple of hundred of them are actual pictographs, like pictures of actual phenomenon. Now, as you can see here, I'll show the pointer here. These are the early forms of characters and their modern form now. So, Chinese characters, the earliest method of writing Chinese characters were designed and formed, and from which other methods were subsequently formed. So let's talk about first the evolution of the Chinese characters. First are the oracle bone inscriptions, or jiekuwen. Oracle bone inscriptions are based from early Chinese scripts, and again, they are based on actual phenomenon. These are like drawings, carved on tortoise shells and animal scapulas, or basically oracle bones or bones. Now, why are they called oracle bones? They are used for like divination or oracles, or prayers or parang spells, no. But then these were also recorded as a form of writing, written record, no. And we see at on these oracle born inscriptions the earliest forms of Chinese characters. And here are some examples of these Chinese characters. On your right are the 12 zodiac signs in Jiakuan, or the oracle bone inscriptions. And you can see these are like drawings of these animals. No? So, and on your left are the actual forms of oracle bone inscriptions. No? As you see here, it's kind of like drawings, no? Para talaga mga drawings sa mga animals, no, or mga phenomenon, or mga, all of these um stuff that usually you have. Oh, you ever wonder why do these things exist? Do these characters exist? Because Changjie, the earliest known inventor of Chinese characters, thought of like every phenomenon of man and nature has to be recorded in certain as like a drawing and an illustration. No, so like as you can see here, like the character for being pregnant. No, it's like a person with a child inside. No, or the character for eye, or the character for net, the character for wine or liquor, fire, mountain. No, ang dami dyan, no? Or elephant. This is the character for elephant, and this is where it comes from. The door, or having to pee, or having to poo, no? There's a character for that, no? And we can now realize, oh, ano pala yun? So that is something that we should understand now, and how Chinese characters evolve into these things. Next evolution of Chinese characters are the bronze inscriptions. These appear in the Shang Dynasty around 17th to 11th century BC. And these are written in a way that they are put into Chinese ritual bronzes. For example, zong bells or ting tripodal quadrants. These were made from the Shang Dynasty to the Zhou Dynasty and later. So, uh, the previous students of Chinese foreign language in Davao, we had a virtual field trip by the Shanxi province, and we had an exhibit with these different Chinese inscriptions. And as you can see, uh, these were the characters seen on these bronze inscriptions. No, these are like the second evolution to Chinese characters. Next evolution is what we call the seal script. The seal script, or Chuanshu, is a style of Chinese calligraphy that appeared in the Zhou dynasty and the Warring States period of the Qin dynasty. the name Zuan means decorative engraving, and it's still used for seals today. You know, the Chinese, instead of just signing a signature, they can use like a stamp that's colored red, and they just put that in the document to signify authenticity. So ganun yung mga Chinese, no? And most of these seals are written, the writings in the seals are written in the seal script or the Chuanshu, no? So that is, these are the 12 zodiac signs again in Chuanshu or seal script. You can actually order certain like seal script inscriptions over at shopping, online shopping. As long as you input the character or you provide the seller with the characters, they can sell you for a certain price. And these can go um up to $20, $25 a piece. No, especially if you want like the elaborate pieces that are made of jade or precious stones, no, it can go very expensive, no. But the cheaper ones are like made out of plastic or like ivory or bones lang, no. It can be around like $15, 15 $16 on eBay or on Shopee or Lazada or AliExpress. No, ganun yan siya. They also sell something like this on online shopping. And you can also go to Binondo in Manila. There is a store there that also provides like inscriptions in Chinese, no, mga ganyang seal, no, for a price. No. So these are like substitute for signatures for Chinese people. Okay, next we have the clerical script or Li Shu. These are the clerical script or the chancery script. This is a style of calligraphy that appeared in the Qin dynasty and was used until the Qin dynasty. But then today it is still used for headlines, signs, and adverts, no advertisements, or very formal documents. No, the clerical script is quite legible for modern Chinese readers. So anyway, it's still used today as a form of calligraphy or form of writing. So this is an example of the early forms of chancery script or clerical scripts. Para siyang ano in English like the old English, like the inscriptions in English and put it in print, no? Parehas lang ito sa Chinese. So it's more like an ancient form of the modern characters, no? Next is the standard script. This appeared in the Han dynasties and the Tao Wei dynasties around 200 AD. So Zhongyou was attributed to be inventing who have invented the standard script or the regular script that is known today. By the 7th century AD, it has developed into the mature form that is still used today. No, itong the usual that we are used to writing today. No, that's the standard script. All the characters we're learning here are actually formed using the standard script. The standard form of the characters. So the first Chinese characters came about as an attempt to depict the phenomenon that is around them in nature. But like I mentioned, Zhang while he was observing nature, he imagined to form a character based on the meaning of that or that phenomenon that he has observed, like clouds. So clouds, he like put some lines over there, and then it became this. It became this one. No, from this to this. Then added the symbol or the radical for rain. Then this is the standard form, and then the cursive form, and then the simplified form. More or less like this. No, the contemporary Chinese characters do not really resemble original characters anymore. This is a result of the changes in the use of instruments, no, from the use of the brush, no. So naging ganito na from using like tools picks or like that to carve out the characters. Now you have like using the pens or the brushes that now we are used to writing these characters. Although again, I mentioned this back in basic foreign language, although there are many dialects of Chinese, the written language is still the same throughout all the Chinese languages across the globe. Okay, so again, it the Chinese characters unifies all the Chinese people together, regardless of the dialect and the language that they're speaking. Okay, so let us teach you how to write Chinese characters. And uh, allow me to just to give you an illustration on why it is important for you to understand Chinese characters. Okay, for example, this is one of the dictionaries that I used before when I was in high school, back in my alma mater. This is like the Taiwanese like dictionary for searching for Chinese characters. So the modern Chinese dictionary has around 49,888 characters. That's a lot of characters. So when you simplify all those characters, it reduces around 6,502. But another fact, a Chinese person, a native speaker of Chinese, needs only to master 3,000 to 4,000. No, yeah, or if you want to learn Mandarin Chinese, you need to learn 3,000 to 4,000 characters in order to read a newspaper. But in daily life usage, a Chinese speaker, a native Chinese speaker would use around 1,500 to 2,000 characters for daily life usage. No, in everyday life, when they like write notes or write text on the cell phone, no, they just use around 1,500 to 2,000 characters. That's a relative amount. No, if you are really a serious speaker of Mandarin Chinese, you just I would estimate around 2,000 to 2,500 for a regular student of Mandarin Chinese who are required to write characters, no? So you have to like memorize all of those throughout your lifetime when you're studying Chinese. That's a lot. So in my lifetime, when I learned Chinese back in elementary and high school, that's it's kind of like learning around 2,000, almost 3,000 characters, all in all. No, yeah, it pays that you also have to consult a dictionary if you find an unfamiliar character, but then the technology has already evolved, no, and we have already dictionaries in our cell phones that can search for those characters, and that's a good thing. Okay, Chinese writing is done in three directions. One is vertical, right to left. This one, right to left, 我爱你. This is how they write Chinese characters traditionally. 我爱你,小老鼠. This is how they like make sentences from right to left, up to down, vertical. Occasional, they can write it from right to left. 我爱你,我爱你. It's not ni ai wo, it's 我爱你 pa rin siya, but it's read from right to left. But the modern way of writing now Chinese characters is from left to right, just like regular English, no, left to right. So, ganun, no? But the traditional way of writing Chinese is you have to from right to left, vertical, no? If you check like ancient texts or paintings, they write from right to left. They write the characters from up to down, right to left. No, ganun yan. Okay? Chinese in terms of stroke order, terms of number of strokes, no. Chinese is written using a stroke order, with a stroke defining as the single motion of a pen or a brush. The simplest character is just one stroke, this one. While the most complex so far has 57, this one. So the average Chinese character is around 9.8 strokes or 10 strokes. No? So relatively fair amount considering your level of learning. You have to have a knowledge of writing Chinese characters especially when you're learning Mandarin Chinese. Para naman ma-recognize mo yung mga characters na pinapakita sa inyo, and then you just match it with the actual pronunciation of that character. No? Again, it pays that you learn Chinese characters. So now, let's start to practice basic Chinese writing. Okay, so if you are watching us on YouTube, I know watching us live on YouTube, I know we're asynchronous, but once we meet you again synchronously, no, I'll try to like practice. Let's demonstrate again on how to write Chinese characters. Okay, so I'll be like switching back and forth from the PowerPoints and what I'll be showing to you, no, through our mobile devices, no, the technology, no. Hopefully, we can teach you on how to write these characters, no, and uh, hopefully you can see me on camera later on. Okay, let's go to the first. No, if you have the app called ZenBrush, uh, use the ZenBrush app. If you don't have the ZenBrush app, don't you worry, you can also use pen and paper for this exercise or this online exercise we have here. If you're watching us live on YouTube, get a pen and paper para practice tayo magsulat ng Chinese characters. So I know we're in asynchronous, no, but if we were synchronous, we can turn on your cameras. But later on, if we have an exercise, we'll ask you to turn on your camera if we meet you synchronously. Okay. Okay. Let's practice writing Chinese strokes. No. So again, I'll be switching back and forth from the PowerPoint and showing you the app called ZenBrush. No, if we have the time or we have the resources. No? Anyway, okay. So these are 11 basic strokes I'll be showing to you. No? So each of these strokes are representative of the different strokes you see on Chinese characters. Okay? So with that, I'll be teaching you each of these basic strokes and then we'll um, somehow run through how to learn writing these different strokes. Okay? Take it. Let's start first with the dot. Or in Mandarin Chinese, this stroke is called tian, tian, tian. Okay, so it's basically like a dot, but the direction of writing that dot, it's just like like a small diagonal line, parang ganun siya. And now, uh, so as you can see, this is, for example, the character ni has the tian stroke. No, so as you can see here. So let's teach you how to write this first stroke here. I have my phone here. I'm using a Samsung Galaxy Note 5. I'll turn off the share screen first. Ayun. I hope you're seeing me now. Okay, I think the virtual background is blocking our way. So let us remove the background. Ayun, baka makikita ang lahat, but well, let's try to blur. Okay, so hi there. Okay, so let's blur. Let's see if we can like put off the blur. Okay, so again, I hope you're seeing me here. So let's proceed to the ZenBrush app. I hope you can see me there. I think again, I'm using my Samsung Galaxy Note 5. So I know it's quite an investment if you are really into technology, you want to like have a phone like with a stylus like this. Uh, Samsung Galaxy Note. Or if you have an iPad, if you're Apple user, and you want to have an iPad that and you have an Apple Pencil, that's a good thing also. Or if you have like a PC with like an Intuos or Wacom tablets, if you're familiar with those, no, that's a good investment also. But regular pen and paper is still the preferred way. Or if you really want to splurge, you can also buy a brush or and ink. So ganon. Anyway, so let me teach you on how to uh, write Chinese characters using the ZenBrush app. I'll be showing to you this one, ZenBrush app. Yeah. So I don't know if, yeah, this is like just a white. paper there. Like, yeah. So, I don't know if the brightness can like tolerate that. Ayan. Ayan. So, let me reduce the lighting of the ring light here. Bawasan natin para kitang-kita. Ayan. Okay. Occasional talaga na lalabas ng mga Facebook stuff there. Okay. Ayan. Okay. So, how to write tien? Okay. So, if you are paying attention to me, okay. How to write tien? Bawasan natin yung parang brightness nito. Medyo maliwanag. Maliwanag yung cellphone. Ayan. Katamtaman lang. Ayan. So, let's clear this up. So, how to write tien? So, basically, you just, okay. I'll try to like put this down. Ayan. Ayan. How to write tien? Just basically write pag ganun. Do you see it? Can just clear this up. Tien. So it's like a small dot, parang you come from the top left and just put a dot like that. Ganun lang. Tien. Yan. Are you following? I hope you're following. Okay. Tien. Yan. Just like a vertical. Tien. Okay, that's how you write the tien. I know there are lots of pop-ups on my phone. Anyway, that's how you do it. Tien. Again. Okay, that's just like that. That's tien. Okay. So if you're writing using like a brush or a pen with like a marker, the way to the technique in writing the tien, it's like um put the least pressure on the top one. Parang then you apply pressure once you go down. Parang ganon. And parang idiin mo. Parang ganon. Pwede may mga ganyan or something like this, no? Uh, least pressure at the top, then ganon sa bottom. Parang ganon lang. Okay? So I hope you're following. Okay, so that's the end. All right, so I hope you're following. Okay, so kitang lahat, no? Anyway, so that's how to write tien in Chinese writing. Okay, let's switch on to the other slide. Let's go to the next stroke. This is called the horizontal stroke. Let me remove the pointer. Next, we have the horizontal stroke. In Mandarin Chinese, we call that heng, heng, heng. Okay, heng is the horizontal stroke in Chinese writing. And it goes from left to right. You write it from left to right. No. So now let's teach you how to write heng, no, the horizontal stroke. Okay. Okay, I hope you're seeing me now in your YouTube channel, your YouTube. Okay, so how to write hung. Okay, let's put down, just show you my phone. Okay, how to write the hung or the the horizontal stroke. Hung. Turn on my phone. Okay. Hung is like just go from left to right. Yan lang. I know medyo maliwanag ang cellphone. Anyway, let me try na hindi masyado maliwanag para kitang-kita pa rin ninyo yung ano, kitang-kita pa rin ninyo yung stroke. Okay, so how to write hung or the horizontal stroke. Start with the left, then go right. Actually, traditionally, when you write it with a brush or a marker, apply pressure first in the left part. Ulitin natin. Apply pressure on the left part, then ganon, then go straight, and then apply pressure sa dulo. Pang ganon siya. Okay, something like that when you write it with a brush. No. Or if you're just writing with a pencil, ganun lang. Make sure na meron siya parang sharp edge sa dulo. Ganon. Ganon siya. Hung or a horizontal stroke. Okay, so ayan. I hope you're following. Mas mainam na may ano kayo, may ballpen kayo or pen or paper or parang drawing app like ZenBrush app, no, to help you write those Chinese characters, okay? Or strokes, no? Strokes pa lang tayo. Okay. Let's move on to the next stroke here. The vertical stroke. In Mandarin, the character is shu. This stroke is pronounced as shu. Shu. Then shu. Shu is like the vertical line going down. So you can see this is the character Zong or center. The center stroke there is the shu or the vertical stroke. So how do you write the vertical stroke or shu? Okay, so let me go back to my camera. All right, so okay, how to write shu or vertical stroke? Okay, hope you're still there. Okay, how to write shu or the vertical stroke? Okay, how to write shu? So to write shu or the vertical stroke, you start with the top, like put pressure there and then slowly decrease pressure as you go down. I hope you're seeing it well. We'll go back to that. Okay. To write shu or the vertical stroke, ganun lang siya. Ulitin natin. Ideally, you want the shu to be parang may parang dagger, like sharp edge sa baba, no? So, parang ganun ang pagsulat. I don't know. It's even here in the camera and I show you my phone. Anyway, I'll do this properly once I have enough equipment to teach you like a video on the strokes. So, parang ganun lang. Let's repeat that. Anyway, we'll have a separate video on this. Shu. Shu. Vertical line. Okay, I hope we got it. Okay, let's move on to the next stroke. The next stroke is the downward left stroke. In Mandarin, it's pronounced as pie. Pie. Pie, not pie. It's pie. Pie. Okay, like it's downward going. It's from the right, then going to the left. Pie. Pang ganon. Okay, so how to write the downward left stroke? Show you back myself. Okay, how to write the downward left stroke or pie? Ganito talaga pag live. Ganito talaga pag live, guys. We have to adjust paano tayo mag-teach ng writing ng Chinese characters, no? If you have if you're one of my subscribers who are not from JIB or JIB schools, I'm trying my best to teach Chinese writing para naman may matutunan rin kayo. Sige, that's how to write pie. Ganun yan siya. Ayan. Ideally, you write the stroke in a way, in such a way that like the top part of the stroke goes down like this. Again. Something like this one. I don't know if I can focus it carefully from the top, then going bottom like this. Again. The ideally you want to like put pressure first on the top part, then you go then decrease the stroke, decrease the pressure as you go down. Yeah. There are many forms of pie, but generally it looks like this one. Again, again, again. Okay, so that's pie or the downward left stroke. Okay, let's move on to the opposite one, the downward right stroke or na. So the number 5 stroke is the downward right stroke or na. So parang baliktad siya ng pie in a way, in such a way when you go down, you increase the pressure of writing that such character or such part of the character. No. So to write the na, no, again, you go from the top left, then going downward to the right. So it's a vertical stroke. It's a like a diagonal stroke, but again, this is more of like increasing the pressure as you go down. Okay. Okay. So I hope you're following. To write the na, no, or the downward right stroke. To write the downward right stroke, you have to start from the top left and then the top left and then go downwards. Take that again, so uneven. Start with top. Start with the top, going downward. Again, start with the top left, and it can be like this, but other ways to write that. The ideal way to write the na is least pressure from the top, then you increase the pressure as you go down. Again, increase natin ang size. Yan, parang ganun siya usually. Na. Again. Yan. Parang ganun. Ganun. It doesn't have to be perfect, but then again, the ideal way to write the na is decrease pressure sa top, then lakasan mo yung pressure when you go downwards and you achieve like this one, no? So, ganun yung pagsusulat ng na or the downward left stroke. Okay. Ayan. I hope you're still following me. I know live tayo and marami tayong mga gagawin pa. Dami pang strokes. We have still number 6. Okay, the upward stroke. In Mandarin, you pronounce this as T, T, T. So it's basically like the downward left stroke, but it's upward. It's upward to the right. No. So how to write the T or the upward stroke? Okay. I hope you're still following me. Hindi po, tapos hindi pa kayo napastress sa akin. Wag naman po. So let's try to show you how to write the T. All right. So I'm still showing you my phone. Okay. So T or upward stroke. You start with the bottom, increase pressure. Para ka lang gumagawa ng check mark. Yan. See that? See that? Again, ulitin natin. from this part, from the bottom part, you go upwards. Ayan. Ito, medyo maliit. Pero kung medyo malaki, ayan. Parang ka lang check mark actually. And parang ganun siya. Ayan. I hope you're seeing it. I hope you're seeing it. Parang ka lang check mark actually. The keystroke. No? Ayan. So that's number 6 key. Okay. Next is the horizontal hook or hangko, 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 or the horizontal hook stroke. It's like a horizontal line, then you just place a hook at the end. No? And let's teach you how to do this para mabilisan lang. Mabilisan lang po tayo pag turo ng strokes. No? Sige. How to write the hangko. It's just a vertical line like this one. Ito natin. This one. Then you put a stroke. Ganyan. Nagasin nyo? Ulitin natin. Horizontal line, then I put this like a hook there. Ayan. Hangko. Hangko. Ulitin natin. Hangko. Ayan. I hope you're following. Ayan. Hangko. Sige. Let's move on to the next stroke. Okay, next is the vertical hook stroke or shuko. Shuko. It's just a vertical line, then you put a hook like going upward. No, so upwards to the left. No, so let's show you how to write that one. Okay, shuko. Okay, if you're still following, you're seeing my phone here. Shuko. It's just a horizontal stroke, then ganon. Ulitin natin. Ganon. Okay, I hope you're following. Shuko. Okay. If you have any questions, comment in the chat box or the comment section below. And Shuko. Yeah. I hope you got it. Let's move on to the next row. Next is the slanted hook or sieko. 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 It's just like the downward right stroke, then pero meron siyang parang hook sa pataas, no? So, sige, mabilisan tayo. Let's teach you how to write the sieko or slanted hook stroke. Okay. Ano siya na para as ano? Okay, sieko. Did you check it? Did you see it? And I know the light medyo nag-reflect sa cellphone, but then let's just try to let you teach how to write that stroke there. Sieko. 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 Okay. That's sieko or the downward or slanted hook stroke. Number 10, second to the last, horizontal bend or hengzi. Hengzi. It's just like the horizontal line, then you put a bend or a vertical line, no? So, ganito yung pagsulat. Let me show you. So, you just write a horizontal line, then the 横着 again 横着横着 okay I hope you got it. Kung hindi masyado malinaw, I'll try to do like a video na medyo malinaw. Okay? That's the next stroke. Let's go to the last one, last stroke in Chinese writing. This is the 竖着 or the vertical bend. 竖着. Baliktad lang siya ng ano. You start with a vertical line, then a horizontal line. Let me show you. 竖着. 竖. And you're just like writing the letter L. 竖着. Shooter. Ganun. You're just like writing the letter L, basically. Anyway, so those are the basic 11 basic strokes of Chinese writing. Okay, so again, these are the 12 or 11 strokes, basic strokes of Chinese writing. Okay, so allow me to share the screen of my phone just for you to just see how I demonstrate again writing all of the 11 strokes. Bear with me, medyo talaga. It's a tedious task to just share screen this phone. No. Anyway, let me share screen my phone just to demonstrate again the 11 basic strokes properly. Just see how it animates. Let's try to join again. Okay, so let me share the screen of my phone. I hope you're seeing my MS Teams mobile app. Hello there. ZenBrush app. Okay, so let me demonstrate again the 11 strokes of Mandarin Chinese or Chinese writing, not just Mandarin Chinese. So let's start with Tian or the dot. Tian. This is the ideal way to write the Tian like this one. Tian. Again. Tian. Again. Tian. Tian. So for the example character there, you saw in the slides, like this character, ni, this one is the tien. Okay, I hope you saw that. Again, this is the tien, this one. Okay, so that is the dot or dot stroke. Okay, next is the hung or the horizontal line or horizontal stroke. Hung, again, hung. Doesn't have to be like really horizontal. To add to the aesthetics, usually this like very slightly angled lang. Okay? So for that example character you saw earlier, the word is ta or big. Okay? So the stroke over here is the hung or the horizontal stroke. Okay. So that's the hung or the horizontal stroke. Sorry about the notifications there. Okay, next is the vertical stroke or shu. Ideally, you want like put pressure on the top of the paper, then you will go down. Shu. No. Ideal way is to lessen the pressure as you go down. Okay? Okay? So that's how you write actually this one, the shu. So for the example character is zhong or center. Okay? So the stroke in the center, this is the shu or the vertical stroke. Okay? Next stroke, the pie or the downward left stroke. To write the downward left stroke, again, from the top going to the right. Top right going to the left. Again, top right going to the left. Right? Put pressure, then as you go down, you lessen the pressure. Okay? So some examples, the example character you saw in the stroke pie. So again, the word ni or you, singular form. So this, and this is the pie or the downward left stroke. Okay? I hope you got it. Okay, let's go to the na or the downward right stroke. Yan. Na. Na. Ideally, you start with less pressure from the top, then you, as you go down, taasan mo yung pressure. Yan. Ayan, parang ganun ba? Yan. Yan. Okay, so for the example character, Tien or day or the sky, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this stroke here, this is the na. Okay, so that's the downward right stroke or na. Okay, next stroke is the T or upward stroke. So you start from the bottom, put pressure there and go up. Para ka na lang check mark. T, 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 T. Okay, ganun siya. So as you go upward, you lessen the pressure. Para ka lang dyan ng check mark. Ganun lang. Okay, so this is how you want to achieve that stroke. T. Okay, for the example character, the word high or C. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, the stroke over here is the T or the upward stroke. Okay, so this is what you want to achieve when you write this certain character. Okay, next, the horizontal hook or hangko. It's just basically writing a vertical stroke, then ganun lang. Horizontal stroke, then you put a hook. Horizontal, then hook. Horizontal hook, hangko, hangko. Again, hangko. Okay? Hope you're following, hangko. Okay, I hope you're following. So for the example character there in the slides earlier, it's the word 字. Okay, 字. The stroke over here is the hangko. And I hope you got that. No? So that's hangko or the horizontal hook stroke. Now let's go to the vertical hook stroke or shuko. So just vertical stroke, then put a hook downward. Shuko. Again. Shuko. Shuko. Okay, shuko. And so yeah, so example character is the word for water, shui. So the stroke over here, this one, is the vertical hook stroke. Vertical hook stroke, or shuko. Okay? I hope you're all following me, no? Um, okay, I think naputol tayo sa screen share natin. Anyway, share screen ulit natin. I hope you're seeing my screen there. ZenBrush ulit tayo. Sorry talaga, ganito talaga pag live. Sorry guys, if you have comments about... Ay nako, ganito talaga pag live. Tien, ang, shu, pie, na, ki, heng ko, shu ko, xie ko, then heng ze, and then shu ze. Okay. Sige na, anyway, I'll have another video on this, no, the strokes of Mandarin Chinese in a clearer, more accurate video. Anyway, apologies for that. Some technical glitches talagang maraming nangyayari talaga yan. Anyway, we do understand that ano talaga. Ayan. Are you still seeing me here? Again, let's go back to that slides. Okay, so let's now teach you with the Chinese writing order. Okay, so there is a certain order of writing Chinese characters, no? So modern Chinese characters have their roots in calligraphy, which I showed to you in a previous lesson. So the stroke order is vital in writing Chinese. Having the wrong stroke order would cause the ink to fall differently on the page and make the character literally indistinguishable. Kaya importante na proper ang pagsulat ng Chinese characters. Tama yung order na pagsulat sa Chinese characters. Okay? So, ganun ha. So, let's start with first rule, top to bottom. So, when a character is stacked vertically, like the character li, or to stand, the rule is to write from top to bottom. Okay? So, paano ba isulat yung li? So, I'll teach you how to write this through our ZenBrush app. No? So, are you seeing me here? I hope you're seeing me here, okay? So, you're still following me. Let's do this, okay? So, how to write leap or to stand. Okay, I hope you're still following me. Start from the top, bend the horizontal line. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, next. Again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1. Okay. Hope you're following. Li means to stand. Okay, so that's rule number 1, top to bottom. Number 2, left to right. When a character has a radical or like a base character, the character is written from left to right. The same rule applies to characters that are stacked horizontally. Take a look at the word chi, which means to eat. This is how you write it in order. Okay, so how to write chi? Let's try to write that character there. How to write chi or to eat. Start first with this one, the box, 1, 2, then 3. Then downward vertical stroke, then 2, and ganon. Chi means to eat. Ulitin natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is how you write chi or to eat. Okay, I hope you're following. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Symmetry counts. When writing a character na centered, parang symmetrical daw, you start first with the center stroke first. And then you put the left, then the right. No, strokes from the left and then the right. No, check out the character xiao, which means small. So how you write small or xiao? Sige, let's do this. How to write xiao or small? Start with the shuko, then 1, 2. After seeing it, medyo maliwanag talaga yung cellphone natin. Xiao or small. Gusto natin. Xiao. And okay, I hope na-focus natin ito. Yan. Xiao. Okay, okay, next that's xiao. Next is horizontal first, vertical second. Horizontal strokes are always written before vertical strokes. Check how to write the number 10 or 10. Remember the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 to 10, 10, number 10. Okay, so let's write the number 10. You always start with the horizontal, then vertical, the last. Okay, let's write the number 10. 1 and 2. Again, again, 10, number 10. Okay, ulitin natin. Ayan. Ayan, number 10. Okay, that's how you write. Horizontal first, vertical second. Number 5 is enclosures before content. You want to create the frame of the character before you fill it in. So, kung may mga characters na parang box, you start first with the box, outer box, then put the content, then before you close that. For example, the word r or the sun. How to write? Let's teach you how to write r. Start first with 1, 2, 3, and then 4. R for sun. Ulitin natin. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's how you write R for sun. Okay? I hope you're following. Kung medyo malabo, it's okay. I'll will mitigate on that. Okay? Close frames last. Remember this step as you want to fill the closet before you close the door. After you write the middle strokes, such as the word hui to return, you close the frame after you're writing the contents. So this is how you write hui in order. So let's write that character here. Okay. Start with the outer one, two. Then before you close this one, you put first the content inside one, two, three, and then close. Okay? Looking natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strokes. Okay? Way to return. Okay? I know medyo hindi maliwanag or blurry, but well, yan. Try natin bawasan yung brightness nito. Ito na yung least bright na setting ng ating phone. But, yan. 1, 2. Yan. Way to return. Yan. Okay. Next is character spanning strokes last. For strokes that cut across many other strokes, they are often written the last one. For example, the character pan, which means half. The vertical line is written last. No? Huli yung mga ganitong characters. Unahin mo na yung mga strokes na nakaspan with the center stroke. Ay hapanin mo isulat ang katong nagaspan na strokes. Okay, let's start to write how to write that pan. Okay. I hope you're following. Ayan. Write the word pan. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Pan. Half. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Pan. Okay. I hope you're practicing it. Ayan. Ayan. Pan. Okay, so those are the 7 rules of Chinese writing, no? And whew, that was quite a chore to teach you that. But anyway, bear with me with that, no? All those technical difficulties there. Sige lang, we'll improve on that later on in our next video, no? So once I get through these difficult technical hurdles there, we'll be able to work on that. Okay, so so the next meeting will continue on with Chinese writing skills, and maybe I'll leave you with an activity, graded activity that you will submit on MS Teams. So again, please prepare your ZenBrush app to use write the characters, no? So ganon how. Anyway, I'll teach you how to like save those writings on your ZenBrush app later on, no? So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for bearing with me with all those technical hurdles there. And yeah. Anyway, I'll make siguro a video, a separate video for how to write Chinese strokes para at least may ano tayo, no, may learning tayo paano magsulat ng Chinese characters, no. So that will be all, everyone. I hope you have learned something, and we'll see you on our next asynchronous video. 大家再见。